Porque era una cochina, que no lavaba los trastes bien, que no lavaba los trastes, que no lavaba, que no lo lavaba los Ya te digo, puras de esas. Puras de esas. Ay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my podcast on YouTube and Foreign Progress Daily on Twitter. My guest today is Jack Squelville from the Kami Group.
No.
This weather conditions are created a new normal, unfortunately. We've been dry since last fall. We've been dry since last fall, and unfortunately, no timely rain. Yeah, it is not so good. Good afternoon, Jack.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, just busy with farming and podcast on farm progress.
Okay.
How are things in Chicago?
Well, right now, down a little bit. In fact, we had quite a down day here today because the president apparently is considering waiving some of the, or changing the biofuel waivers. Before President Biden had said that he would outlaw all waivers. Now apparently he's considering at least allowing some. He's under heavy pressure to do so, and it looks like we could have a little less corn demand for ethanol and a little less soybean oil demand for biofuels moving forward, and that impacted the market. It's been a very busy time because of everything that's been going on. Away from what the president is looking at, we've had a weather market very, very dry in the northern Midwest, in the northern Great Plains. Northern Great Plains did get some precipitation here today, and that's going into western Iowa as well. And that's one of the reasons why the market is lower, along with the waivers. And but it looks like it'll turn hot and dry again. So this could be a one-time event, and the market could move higher next week if on the weather, on hot and dry weather forecasts. The other thing that's going on is, of course, we had the WASDE reports yesterday, which did show some increased demand for corn, partly from ethanol, which is why corn was lower again today. We might not get that demand, but also on the export front, and but in decreased demand domestically for soybeans, and no increase in export demand. So a little increase in ending stocks for soybeans against a decrease in corn, and that made for a very busy day.
Are you serious about the biofuel with Joe Biden again?
Yeah, well, there were some news articles out from Bloomberg and from Reuters saying that he might do this. So yeah, it looks like it could be done. It looks like it might happen.
It's same thing with President Trump.
Well, it doesn't have to be. President Trump was waived a lot of the waiver of the biofuel requirements, just about all of them. President Biden may or may not waive some of them, and we just have to wait and see exactly what happens here. He's over in Europe right now, so I doubt any decision gets made right away.
How is in West Central Iowa and Dakota?
Well, it's been very hot and dry in these areas. These areas are getting rains and showers and storms today. And that's going to help the situation there quite a bit. However, it could be a one-shot deal. It could be that this region turns drier again next week. So the amount of benefit from the rain could be very limited. But they are getting some precipitation right now. And it's one of the reasons why new crop was under some selling pressure during the day.
What is your opinion on our state of Illinois?
Illinois is generally, I think, in pretty good condition. I've not heard of any problems down in southern Illinois. Central Illinois is doing well. Northern Illinois has been dry, but not to the point where there's any big problems showing just yet. Here in Illinois, Rockford got to 97 degrees yesterday, a very hot temperature. And I heard of 100s up in the west central Wisconsin. But central and southern Illinois have had precipitation. Northern Illinois has had significantly less precipitation and is the area to watch right now.
Dang, that's very hot.
Yeah, it is. It's been a hot time. Where it's been dry, it's been very, very hot. And of course, that's the mark of a good drought market, or good drought area. It gets hot and it gets dry, and then the ground heats up, and there isn't any moisture in the soils or anywhere else to kind of keep the hot temp, the extremes in check.
I'm sorry to hear that. About the trading floor.
Well, the trading floor is actually closing. It has been closed because of the COVID-19 outbreak, but CME recently announced that they would not be reopening the floor. So everything's going to be electronic now.
That's the Chicago Icons.
Yeah, it is. It's very sad to see the floor go. But you know, the customer actually prefers the computer trade for the most part. You get much cleaner fills. You don't have any out trades or any problems like that. So the clearing firms really, really like the computer trade, and you get the fills back much faster. So the customer likes it as well. It has its own problems, but those are two of the benefits that the people see. And that's why, and those benefits outweigh any of the problems that we have here. And that's why you're seeing the change over to the computer.
Tell me about how did you decide to work with farmers?
Well, I went to school out in east central Iowa, a small school on the edge of a bunch of cornfields. I'd sit there at night doing my studying and looking out the window and watching farmers either harvesting or planting their corn or soybeans. And I've always been fascinated by markets anyway. So I chose to go into commodities, and I needed a job 1 year after school. I went down to the Board of Trade and became a runner, and eventually a broker, and decided to go after farmers because I was fascinated by their work and what they were doing.
You're from Iowa. Do you know Steve Johnson on Hora?
No, I don't. And I'm not from Iowa. I'm actually from Chicago, but I did go to college out in Iowa, and that's where I saw all this going on.
Man, let's go Cubs and the Bears for this year.
Yeah, both are having pretty good years, and so are the White Sox leading the American League Central. So it's been a very good year so far for Chicago baseball, and we're really hoping for all the best with Justin Fields for the Bears, and everybody's pretty excited about that for sure.
Heck yeah. What up with the summer for this growing season wise?
Well, it's if you believe the long-range outlooks from the NWS, from the Weather Bureau, it's going to be a warmer and drier summer than normal, just generally. So, with that in mind, I think we're going to have some problems getting a huge yield out of both the corn and the soybeans. I am thinking that trendline yields might be difficult to come by because of the heat and the lack of rain on the crops. But that's just the outlook. And so far, as I say, south and east of here, things are looking really good. But once you get west of the Mississippi River and north of Chicago, it's a lot different scenario. It's been hot, it's been dry, and the crops clearly need a drink. It's not lost right now, but they clearly need a drink.
What about in South America? I heard that it is pretty iffy.
It's iffy down there. They've had a very hot and dry scenario, especially in central and northern safrinha corn areas. Southern areas have done better. They've got some rains, but it's questionable whether they really helped the corn crop out a lot. They probably helped the winter wheat crop out, but not so sure about the corn. The corn production is going to be less. You finally bit the bullet and took their production down to 98 million tons yesterday in the latest WASDE reports. But they probably have more to go. My sources down there think that production can be between 85 and 90 million tons. And they're usually pretty dead on. So I think we've only started to see the losses down there. I think we'll see increasing losses coming out of USDA and CONAB, and a very small crop and a very small export program out of Brazil as well. Brazil's soybeans made it through fine, but the winter corn crop is really, really struggling.
Yes, I heard that. Well, this year is hard for everyone. Maybe we couldn't see the light of the field.
Yeah, it's been a hard production year, at least it has been down in Brazil. And it might be, it's certainly starting out that way up here in many areas. So it does appear, at least for corn, that we could have somewhat higher prices and not too distant future.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I do really appreciate.
Happy to do it.
This is Cesar Delgado from Bax Road for Foreign Progress. See you later. Have a good weekend.